Hello everyone, my name is Glenn Friesen and I'd like to take this opportunity to tell you about the 2018 version of the Matisho Memorial. Now for those of you who are not sure what the Matisho Memorial is, it's a wood turning event that was first hosted in 2005 after a good friend of ours, turning friend Larry Matisho, passed away from cancer in 2004. This is the 13th year of the Saskatchewan Woodworkers Guild sponsored event. And besides being a good get-together for turners, all the proceeds raised in this event go to the Canadian Cancer Society. The Matisho Memorial is hosted annually at Menno Industries in Wooltime, Saskatchewan, Canada. And this year the event will take place on March 17th and 18th, so it's about a month away. To attend the festivities in Wooltime, all you need to do is show up, make a check out to the Canadian Cancer Society for at least $50. Now the $50 fee came from a fee that was charged for the classes that we used to go to in Larry's shop in Saskatoon. You can certainly make your donation larger if you can afford it. Putting money into cancer research is the only way that disease will be beaten. However, if you're just thinking about getting into turning, you don't want to commit to a whole weekend, please come out, come around, look around the shop, talk to the various turners, and make a donation of whatever you think is applicable. Any money that comes in, if you leave a mailing address for the Canadian Cancer Society, they will send you a tax-deductible receipt, whether you were there for the weekend or just for an hour. It doesn't matter. All right. The weekend will consist of basically turning and turning demonstrations. There are lots of lathes running. Most people attending bring their own stuff and their own wood, and they turn various things that they want to. Basically, we're going to be doing some demonstrations as well, try to show some new techniques or techniques that people are interested in each year. In the past, we've done such things as hollowing and marbling and form and casting and things like that. I have not got the demo schedule set up quite yet, but that'll come. We're still a month away. There's a couple of other things that will kind of be along the demonstration line. This Laguna 2436 is going to be there as well. So you'll be able to take a chisel and stand by it and see what you think of it. For those of you that haven't, like I hadn't last year, turned with a larger lathe, it's fun to try. Also, thanks to Great Western Saw and King Canada, we'll have a KWL 1218 out as well. And you'll probably get a chance to turn and try that one out as well. That's King's new MIDI. So should be really good. The demonstration side should be a lot of fun. If you're planning to attend, but you've got a big lathe like this or a big one-way, and you don't really want to haul it all the way out here, thanks to the Lee Valley store in Saskatoon, there will be extra lathes on site. Okay, they've been very good to us over the years with providing that. And for those who know me, you'll know that I have a few lathes of my own that'll be there that other people can use, okay? So if you can't bring your stuff, don't just not come because of that. Come anyway, we can set you up, okay? Bring a chuck and tools if you want, that's always great. But we'd have a lathe, and if you don't have tools, we'd have that for you as well. Typically, Saturday is a day of, demonstrations and turning. One of the things that we do at supper time, it's become a tradition, is my wife Sheila and I will host a supper for everyone that's there. I look at it this way: a lot of our friends are coming from many miles away, and they make a considerable time commitment and spend a considerable amount of money coming to Wooltime. So the least we can do is try to provide one meal. One of the things that also occurs at the Saturday meal is we usually pass the hat around for Menno Industries as well. Menno Industries lets us use their shop free of charge, but they are also kind of a non-profit organization, so we help them out a little bit too. We just pass the hat around, and that goes to them. After supper on Saturday, there is the silent auction. We added the silent auction component a few years ago to try to raise even more money for the Cancer Society. So all the donations or all the things that you buy at the silent auction, that money goes to the Canadian Cancer Society as well. However, silent auction items are not tax deductible, so you will not get a tax receipt for your silent auction purchase. Some things for the silent auction this year, we haven't finalized this all yet, but what I know so far is Laguna Tools is going to be involved in a big way again. They're throwing in a B-Flux dust collector. They did one last year. It was really cool. It's a nice little unit. Great Western Saw in King, Canada. I approached Chuck at Great Western Saw last fall with a crazy idea that it would be really cool to have a complete turning package to give away to whoever bought it at the silent auction. I guess not giving it away, but I knew that would be a stretch, but Great Western Saw came through big time. Them, together with King Canada, are going to donate that KWL 1218 to the silent auction. I'm in the process of looking for a set of carbide tools to go with it. I've got a face shield lined up. We'll soon have a complete turning package. So some lucky individual will be able to buy that package at the sale and take it home and start turning that evening yet. That is just cool. Razor Tip Industries. Can't say enough positive about Cam and the people at Razor Tip. Every year Cam steps up. This year again we've got their SK burning kit, the one designed more with wood turners in mind. It's a really great little setup. I happen to own one myself. Very, very nice unit. There will be more things coming in the silent auction. Another thing that I think will happen this year is we have a lot of really good turners in this area, and some of the turners that I've talked to are looking maybe at fine-tuning their tool inventory, and they've realized that there's things that they could part with, and rather than trying to sell them on Kijiji, it might be easiest just to bring them to the silent auction, put them out there. That way other turners that they know and maybe people that they don't know can look at getting involved in that. So a big thank you to all the people that are participating in our silent auction, the businesses that I have approached that have gotten back to me and said, yes, we're in. It's greatly appreciated. So the silent auction kind of closes off Saturday. Sunday is basically another day of turning and demonstrations. If you can only make it out for one day, Saturday's the best day. So come on Saturday if you can only be there for part or one. Sunday, we'll basically turn and do demonstrations the bulk of the day. However, we will probably start cleaning up. Some people will want to get on the road as early as like shortly after dinner on Sunday. And usually what happens is we turn till about 3 and then we clean up till about 6. There's lots of stuff to haul in and out of Menno Industries, and that kind of ends the weekend. Start time on both days is 9 o'clock in the morning. On Saturday, by the time we're finished the silent auction, it's usually a bit after 6 by the time we have everything done, said and done. So if you're listening to this and you're within commuting distance of Waltheim, Saskatchewan, I'd sure like to see you out there. This is a really, really neat event to see what's going on in turning these days without making a huge financial commitment. And besides, the financial commitment you're making is going to a great cost. So thank you very much and hope to see you on the 17th and 18th of March.